Welcome back to another episode of Conversations and Connections. We're the official podcast of the Family Crisis Center of East Texas. I'm Stuart Burson, the prevention coordinator for the agency. And I have with me today, her second time on the podcast, Sadarria Christian. She is our child advocate. First of all, Sadarria, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Or Sadarria, you're just so sweet, and you're just take a deep breath, relax. This is kind of like a visit to the doctor's office. It'll be painless, right?
Yeah.
Sadarria is our child advocate. But the main reason I wanted you to come on to the podcast is, it's kind of hard to believe. I know if we're recording this in July and it's back to school time is on the horizon, and we are at the Family Crisis Center. We are hosting a back-to-school supply drive. And so I was kind of wanting you to talk a little bit about that and all what that entails. So let's talk about the school supply drive. I guess, first of all, what are we specifically needing? What are we looking for? If someone wants to donate school supplies here to the Family Crisis Center, what are we looking for?
Okay, so there's quite a few things that we need. We could use more backpacks, spiral notebooks, binders, pencil pouches, crayons, markers, just whatever. We're appreciative of any school supply donations received.
Okay. So I know, and I meant to print out the flyer actually before we started recording so I could kind of see everything that we were looking. But it's probably going to be your basic, whatever you can think of, back to school supplies, just whatever any child would need, right? Mm-hmm. Is it a specific age group that we're looking for? Particular? Are we covering K through 12, elementary school?
I would say K through 12.
Okay.
Yeah, majority of my clients are school age, so
yeah,
K through 12.
Okay. Okay. So these donations, who are these supplies going to? Is it specifically for the kids that are our clients?
Yes.
Or the kids of whose parents may be our clients also, I guess, right?
Well, majority of our school supplies go to our child clients,
okay.
Our school age K through 12 clients.
Okay.
But there have been times where I would pass out spiral notebooks and backpacks to adults just to help them with safety planning.
Okay.
So.
All right. Mm-hmm. But it's going to be, so kids that are either our clients. What about children of our clients? Or is a child... And this, I guess, is a question. If a parent is a client, is that child also considered a client of ours?
Yes, if the child has been opened up.
Okay,
with the supplies, they only go to our clients.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. So why is there a need for donations? I mean, for me and you, the answer is probably obvious, but let's just talk about that. Why is there a need for donations for our kids?
Well, we need school supply donations so children can learn effectively without the stress of lacking those materials. Oftentimes I meet clients who do not have the funds to purchase school supplies. So by us receiving and providing those things for them, it gives kids the opportunity to further their education, and then we ease the burden for adults and parents in need.
Sure. Okay. Fair enough. So I know this really isn't considered a school supply. What about clothes? I know there's sometimes some schools, and I'm kind of out of the loop. I don't know if schools really still do uniforms. I know they were doing uniforms for a while. What about clothes? There's a need for clothes, or should people hold off donating clothing items?
I think we're good on clothes.
Okay.
I think we're good on clothes.
Okay, so no clothes. Obviously, if you just have something you want to donate in general, of course, but no clothes specifically for the back to school drive. We're not really looking for clothes. Okay, so I guess the big question then is, okay, let's say somebody wants to make a donation. Where do they drop these donations off?
Donations can be dropped off at our administration office. Just call me for the location. And I can be reached at 936-639-1681.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Is there anything else concerning the drive that we haven't talked about that we want to make sure that the public knows about if somebody wants to make a donation?
Well, we would really like to receive donations by July 29th. That way we can have the opportunity to organize and distribute the supplies in a timely manner.
Okay, so you'd prefer to have everything in by the 29th?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right. Well, I kind of had a feeling this podcast was going to be kind of short and sweet and to the point. I do want to have you back on eventually to kind of talk more about your role as a child advocate. I think have you been on here before just to talk about your position? Okay. I should have known that, I guess. But it'd be good to have you back. We'll find something to talk about. And this was kind of a surprise Sadarria. I want to do a podcast on the back to school drive, but I do appreciate you taking some time to do this.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So again, if you want to make a donation of school supplies, we're looking for school supplies for kids, kindergarten through 12th grade. And then when we say school supplies, just school supplies that come to your mind. Notebook paper, pens, pencils, rulers, highlighters, crayons. Do kids still use manila paper?
We still, yeah.
Okay.
We still use it.
That was a big thing back in my day. We're looking for all of that. So if you want to make a donation, gather up your stuff, go buy some things, and call Sadarria at 936-639-1681, and she can tell you where to drop those off at. Okay, thanks, Sadarria. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And again, I do want to also remind you, if you feel like you need our services for the Family Crisis Center, I do want to give you that our toll-free hotline again. That's 800-828-7233. That's 1-800-828-7233. And be sure to subscribe to Conversations and Connections via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or the podcast service of your choice. Be the voice, if not for you, for someone else.